Hi, brothers and sisters from Jesus Light of the World and St. Suzanne's. I'm back on. Today, as I'm doing this little YouTube, it is St. Paddy's Day. Well, St. Paddy, thank you. Oh, pardon me, hide my beer there. We're going to celebrate with our family here. I'd like to thank those who prepared the Sugar Shack last weekend. It was a wonderful success. People came in big numbers. We expected about 150 people. We ended up with about 300. In fact, we ran out of food. But this was not just a Sugar Shack, It's part of our vision. What we've been trying to do as a Catholic community, as you can see from our vision statement, is we need to connect with each other, get to know each other better. And you're going to see in the next number of months, we're going to be doing different things to kind of get people to get to know each other better and to be supporting one another. We need to be working in fraternity. And so we need to connect with the Lord and connect with each other. And so the Sugar Shack fits perfectly with our hope for people to come together, laugh together, eat together. It was a great time. And I'd like to thank all those who organized it. It was a great event. The kids were there, young people were there, families were there. We finally were able to have a time to be together and celebrate without this COVID killing our community life. So thank you to all the organizers. So that's our vision, is really connect with each other. That's why we've been pushing Alpha so much. Why? Because Alpha is a tool. It's only a tool. It's the tool that God's given to us today, or one of the tools given to us today, to help people connect with their faith. In today's Sunday readings, the first reading, Moses is walking through the desert. He's kind of lost, confused, doesn't know what to do. And all of a sudden he sees this burning bush. He says, what the heck is that? A burning bush that's not being consumed in the middle of a desert. What is that? So he comes closer and then he hears a voice, the voice of the Lord, who says, Moses, take off your shoes, your sandals. This is holy ground. And then the voice says, put on your mask. It's actually quite funny. So Moses puts on his mask, takes off his shoes, and he goes up to the burning bush, and God says, I've got a plan for you, but you have to help my people to know me. And so Moses encounters the Lord. He's deeply touched, and he's moved, and he changes. He becomes a missionary. He becomes a prophet. He becomes a vehicle of God's action. See, you can't become a vehicle of God's action unless you've met the Lord deeply in your prayer and an encounter with him. That's why we've been kind of pushing, so much. They said the program of Alpha, it's one tool. It's only a tool, but to help people to connect with God through a kind of a community retreat. This is what Alpha really is. Getting people to connect. And your friends who don't go to church anymore, your family who don't believe in God anymore, bring them so they can connect with God. And just like Moses, when they connect with the Lord, then they get fired up and say, oh my goodness, this is not just a fairy tale. God is really here. And so as they connect with the Lord, then the desire to work together to build a better world, This is the bulwark against such things as this violence in Russia and Ukraine, this senseless violence. People have to recognize that you are my brother. And this is rooted in my relationship with the Lord. We're working synodally. We're walking synodally together, hand in hand, towards the ways of the Father. And we as Christians have this remarkable responsibility to connect people with the Lord, to help build this fraternity. That's what the plan of God is. That's what the kingdom's about. And so the Sugar Shack stuff is not just an aside. It's for us to be together and connect together and do God's work. We're coming up to Holy Week in about a month now. So just so that you know, we're back to full capacity churches. The only thing you have to do is wear your mask. That's it. We don't even have to distance anymore. 1 meter and all that kind of stuff. No, just wear your mask and try to be safe, And so Palm Sunday, the details are in the info letter, of course. But Palm Sunday is coming up at the end of April. I think it's April 10th. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll be doing some of our celebrations together with St. Suzanne's, Mary Queen of Peace, Jesus Light of the World with St. Suzanne's. Holy Thursday will be done together at Mary Queen of Peace for both churches, bilingual. The vigil will be done bilingual at 7:30 at St. Suzanne's Church. We'll be doing our Way of the Cross outside together, starting at St. Suzanne's at 10 o'clock and walking to Mary Queen of Peace, together praying for the end of the violence in Ukraine, praying for peace, praying for an end to this senseless attacking and burning and bombing. So you might say that Holy Week is taking on, and the Lenten season takes on a whole new coloration now in view of the circumstance of our times. We went from a pandemic right into a fire of a war, which has the potential to escalate into something far more serious. I mean, it's already serious, but it could be far more serious if it becomes a nuclear kind of war. So we have every reason to beg the Lord, and during this Lenten season of fasting, of prayer, of intercession, of penance, it's a time for us to beg the Lord and say, Lord, have mercy on our times, have mercy on our situation. Who knows how the Lord will help us to get through this one. So have a great Lenten season. Take it seriously, everybody. Pray that the Lord really bless you, bless your families. Okay, we'll see you on the weekend.